better to love than to give into hate.
Hey loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Lavon Tanisha, and this video is going to be about my dog Niko. This video has nothing to do with makeup, but I just wanted to have a place to share my story and his story. So a little over a week ago, I was on my way to St. Lucia on vacation, and while I vacation, I usually keep my dog with my mom. She watches him for me. So this time, he was a little sick before I left, but I didn't think it was major. Well, while I was in St. Lucia, he took a turn for the worse, and my mom had to put him down while I was away. So let me tell you about my dog. He was 15 years old and 5 months. So over the past 9 months, he has been experiencing kidney failure, kidney disease. So I've taken all the steps to do what I need to do to change up his diet, to filter his water, you know, all the steps that they recommend to treat dogs with kidney disease. So he has been doing well with that. However, other things has been going as well. His hearing was going, his eyesight was going, the joints in his legs and his hips were giving him a problem, and most recently his pancreas. Well, my mom took him to the vet, and basically it was another operation. Now he's gone through so many operations over the last 15 years, and when he turned 15 this year in February, I made a decision that I didn't want to do any more operations on him because, one, I feel like he's had enough, and two, I feel like he's lived a long life. When I first got him, when I first got him, I really didn't know what type of dog he was. I'll tell the story in a few, but when I got him and I researched his breed, the life expectancy was 15 to 16 years old. So all this time that I've been raising him, my goal was to get him to 15 years old, and I would be happy with that. Like, if something happened to him after 15, I knew I would have some type of peace with it because I knew I did everything in my power to keep him healthy. When I first saw Niko, I was on the campus of North Carolina A&T. It was my senior year, and I was coming home from class one evening, and I saw him in the courtyard of like our little apartment complex, and I didn't know what he was because he was like this little fur ball. I was scared at first because I'm like, what is that? But it was a little dog, and I fell in love with him. He belonged to another girl that lived downstairs from me, and she said that there were other dogs in his litter and that they were given away for free. So I looked in the paper, I called the number, and all the dogs were gone. So for 2.5 weeks, I thought about this dog. Like, I wanted him so bad. Like, he stole my heart. That's why I believe in love at first sight, because I fell in love with him as soon as I saw him. 2.5 weeks later, I'm coming home again, and the girl's coming out with the dog, the bowls, his toys, his crate, and I'm like, what are you doing with the dog? And she said she couldn't take care of him. So I asked her, could I have him? And she said sure. So just like that, I got a dog. I didn't know how I was going to take care of this dog. I was on my way to South Beach, Miami for my senior trip. I didn't know anything. All I knew is that I wanted this dog, and I was going to make it happen. So I told my mom about the dog. She told me to give the dog back, and I refused to. Ever since then, we've been in North Carolina. We've been in back home in Delaware. He's been with me in Baltimore. Back home again in Delaware after grad school. And then I saved up and bought a house because I wanted him to have a backyard. When I took him on, he was, this was his third home. because he was with the first family, then the girl, then my family. And I just vowed that I wouldn't want him to bounce around anymore, so I was going to do everything I could to take care of him and give him the best life. I'll just say these last 15 years have been great taking care of him. I needed him. He helped me grow up. He taught me responsibility. He taught me how to make sacrifices. He taught me how to love. And he loved me. He was always with me. Like, he was my little shadow. And I'm going to miss him so much. But I know he had a long life. And I know I did everything that I could. And I found peace with that, because I know he wasn't going to live forever. And I knew this year was going to be challenging. So I kind of prepared myself for it. I'm just happy that I had like these last 5 months. Well, in the last 5 months, I've been giving him treatments for his kidney disease. And, you know, he was doing well with the treatments. But I can see towards like the last month or so, he didn't really want the treatments anymore. But, of course, I forced him to get them. And, you know, he cooperated for me. But I think I needed this time. I think God gave me this time to prepare myself, because although I can tear up when I talk about him, I know that I'm blessed to have had him for as long as I did. I don't want to sit here and cry on camera anymore, but it's been hard. It was hard that I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. I do want to thank my mom and my sister for being there for me when I wasn't able to be there. My sister for spending those last few minutes with him. She sat in the room with him as they gave him his shots to put him down. And that really means a lot to me, because I wouldn't want him to be by himself. She loved him. That was his auntie. And I'm just really grateful that they were there while I was away. I decided to get him cremated, and I will be keeping his ashes. And that's something I decided a long time ago, because I wanted him to always be with me. So I have a couple videos and pictures that I have taken over the years, and I just want to share them with you guys. And to tell you a little bit about him, he was a small dog with a big personality. That's basically how I can describe him. He was so much fun. He was very ornery at first. He controlled my life for a long time, and then I had to put him in training so we could coexist in the same house together, because it was starting to be crazy. But after that, and he realized that I was in charge, it's been a great time. He made me feel protected in my house. He was like my little watchdog. So I hope you guys enjoy my videos and the pictures, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hey, cutie tootie. Look, Niko. Hey, mommy's baby.
Hey. Hey. Hey, good boy. Thank you. What? How you doing? What you got, Niko?
There you go. Take it. Yeah, you gotta get. Can you be allowed to have it? It's a figure.
Yeah.
Get that big